today is a little different. We're going on a cruise with a few GTR owners. Funny, I got a red RX-7 in front of me right now. But just going on a little cruise. I'm probably gonna do some photos, stuff like that. There's a local R32 GTR group, and we're doing like a little meet and greet. Day. We had a nice cruise in that last night. That was really good. So yeah, I might take my buddy Chase with me, and we're gonna just basically go and do this little cruise. So while I'm driving there, I figured I'd talk to you guys about some of the questions I constantly get asked. Which is, I mean, it boils down to how much power the car is making, what's done to the car, you know, basic stuff like that. And look, I'm telling you, I've got nothing to hide. The car literally is bone stock on the bottom end. Haven't changed bearings, haven't changed oil pump, haven't changed rods, pistons, anything. The bottom end has not been touched. The only things that I've done is refresh the head. I haven't ported it. There's very little work that was done. I've refreshed all the hoses. I mean, that doesn't count toward power. I've done the oiling mod where you stick the oil orifice into the little spot on the block. Tomei sells that. I think a few other people sell it as well. But yeah, I mean, power-wise, I've done nothing to increase power other than put cams and cam gears in, and then the valve springs. Obviously had the head reshimmed and clearances checked while I had it off. But yeah, as far as power goes, that was it. I've basically put the single turbo on, full 3-inch exhaust, all the way back from the turbo. Custom intercooler piping, 100 mil, I think it's 3.5 inch, 3 inch, whatever, thick intercooler. And that's it. Add boost. There's no secret recipe. It's just taking your time and making sure that you're doing things the right way and not you know, buying shit parts for one. And a lot of it does come down to just maintenance, you know. Like every, what is it in miles? That's how long I've been in Australia. Every 1,500 miles, pretty much, I drop the oil and change it. I have been on the same spark plugs for the entire year, so there's that. Hey, like I said, there's no secret sauce to it. I've actually got my dyno sheet in my little go bag right here. Let me just check. Yes, I do. So I don't know if you guys can actually see that, but it says 424 kilowatt. Now, if you convert that to horsepower, it's actually 568 horsepower. That's what I tell people, you know. I say 600 because I've done the numbers at the drags to back that number up. So I feel like I can safely say 600 horsepower, but what the dyno spit out was 568. So yeah, I mean that's that really. Why did I go single turbo? That's a pretty easy question for me to answer. Being here in Australia and seeing, you know, the contrast, because you still got plenty of people that are, you know, die-hard twins. You know, a GTR needs to have two turbos to be a GTR. Or, you know, there's no reason that you need to get a single turbo because twins breathe better. Look, I go off what I see. I go off hard facts, and everything that I've seen shows that single turbo performs miles better than twin turbos. And I'm talking your dash 5, dash 7s, dash 9s, you know, your low mount HKS 2530s, all that stuff. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about top mount twins or custom whatever you throw on a custom low mount manifold. Yeah, I'm just talking about your normal bolt-on twin turbos versus going a similar sized single turbo. It is a little bit more expensive to do it that way. Like, I think if I would have gone twins and kept all my stock parts that I basically got rid of, I would have saved easily 10 grand plus doing the single swap. Because if you talk to someone and they say, oh, doing a single conversion will cost you less than 10 grand, they are full of shit. It depends so much on, one, what your car already has, what parts you already have, and where you get them from, how you get them. Because I can tell you right now, parts alone, you're not going to be able to get it for under 10 grand. And I say that as 10 grand Australian. So let's say, I think it's 7,000 US maybe, which is still a huge number just for parts. And then you factor in your supporting mods, you factor in the oils, the time that you're spending. Man, it's not a cheap thing to do. Like, there's a reason that if you aren't ready to make that commitment to go single turbo, you don't, because you can just buy a set of, you know, $2,200 dash 5s, slap them on, get a tune, and you're good to go. Granted, you'll still need an ECU and probably injectors, and, you know, there's that side of it. But cost-wise, it's much cheaper to just stay twins. But that's not what I wanted. I wanted that sound, I wanted the power, I wanted the grunt, and this car has just delivered for me. So yeah, you know, making the jump to single turbo is, I mean, in my mind, it's worth it all around. Like, you can't lose. As long as you've done the supporting mods, I need to maybe stress that a little bit more. You have to do the supporting mods, and when I say supporting mods, what I'm talking about is your ECU, your fuel setup, your oil control, you know, stuff like your hoses. That's a supporting mod, because if it fails, it could possibly lead to something else failing, and then you're fucked. Like, you're already taking the engine apart to do all this stuff. Just you know, do that little bit extra. Now, you could say, why don't you do the bottom end as a little bit extra? But that's kind of a different price range, because that's a lot more labor involved, and there's a lot more moving pieces that need to check. So yeah, a bottom end build is not a cheap way to go about it. And I kind of modeled my car off of the Motive car, because I saw him running a stock bottom end, and I was like, you know what, they're that stout, I'll give it a go. And it's been pretty good for me so far. It's the dream crusher. But yeah, no, it's the main thing about it is just take your time, and don't rush. Like, don't do something because, you know, you want to get the car on the road. If it takes you 3 extra weeks, do it, because that's going to be the difference between you making your power goal or falling short and having to run shit ton more boost. third, fourth, and fifth. Like, it's insane.
That's amazing. Yeah, you got more power than fucking
424 kilowatt.
Yeah. You're going up against the 500 kilowatt beasts.
Like, I like this power, but I want more, man.
Yeah.
Like, it took me, I think it took me probably 6 months, I'd say, to get used to the car. Like, now I know how to gate through corners and all that stuff like that. Even on these shitty tires, like I'll go through a corner on full gate. But only because I've sat there and fucked it up that many times and I know how to do it.
How to react,
like,
how to feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, ready?
Yeah, man. Oh, dude.
It's quick, man.
Oh, that's like you get shot out of a cannon. On the gate too, that's the go.
Yeah, it's the best.
Oh, I can't wait.
Like, this road is sketchy,
Yeah, man. We're almost there, mate. Potholes and there's a speed hump coming up here.
Bro, monster truck life, I ain't gotta worry about that shit.
You're right. Yeah, you can go up through here, do a loop, check it out, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice, man. You been up here before?
Nah, I've never been out here. Lovely.
Riptide! Burragorang, look out.
The beast.
Yeah.
I would have gone, said that thing after about half an hour, starts braking down spark. I don't know.
I'm in the same boat. My third gear, like if I'm in third and loading up boost, I'm just all over the shop. So today it was fine. It's been alright.
Okay.
It's pretty basic.
Shit's on mine. Is it standard internals or?
Yeah.
Fuck. What kind of number do you run?
It's just 424.
Okay.
I think everyone that's ever been in the car, seen it, says that's a lie, but
You reckon shit's on more?
Yeah.
For you and me.
oh, it's gonna be all shitty now.
Hello.
What are you doing? So we got a couple cars out here. Nothing crazy. Little cruise.